seen the and apparently like the prosecutor was complaining that he's getting bullied.
Yeah, I heard that bullshit. He said that George told him, keep on smirking and watch what happens to your ass. He said that George called him an idiot. He said that George called him something that he ain't even want to repeat. It was very vile. He said that George has been making comments about him every day. He said the deputies heard it and all of that shit. And the judge said, I done told y'all to be civil. I didn't hear it. So what you want me to do with that? And he basically dismissed it. But I was very disappointed that the prosecution had gotten so goddamn raggedy that they felt like they wanted to snitch and try to get him admonished by the court for telling him that he better stop smirking before he get knocked the fuck out. Baby, it gets real tense in that courtroom. It be a lot of energy up in there. He didn't touch you. Let it go. Talking about that's so unprofessional. Okay, what the hell y'all been doing? You ain't trying to admonish the LAPD? They ass was unprofessional and they did not do what they're supposed to do with this case. So you want to complain, go complain on they ass. I don't know why he coming for George.
Yeah, it looks like they just trying to throw anything in the pot, man. Like, yo,
he's desperate. And you should have heard when they had Sean Kelly on that stand and the defense was asking him questions, they objected. Every time you breathe and blink, they was objecting. I say, damn, yeah, they did not want that shit to be heard. They kept trying to leave off on him saying he saw Tory with a gun. Stop taking what y'all want to take from what that man said. What he said was Kelsey had that damn gun first and that gun went off and Tory was still in the car. That's what the fuck he said. Then he said he didn't even see nobody with a gun. So, yeah.
Hey, all right. So it looks like, we're kind of hearing pretty much the same shit. Like, I think we knew Sean Kelly was going to, I've read his statement before, so I knew kind of what he was going to say.
Yeah, me too.
Interestingly enough, I think that the prosecutor's trying to use part of his testimony to say, well, even if they can't say via his testimony that Tory fired at Meg, they're going to be like, well, he said Tory fired the gun as well, right? And that will go towards that charge about discharging a weapon. That's what they're trying to get Tory on.
But
this is all over the place.
But outlined that he saw a struggle after she did it, and when we listen to the audio, pop, 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 pause, pop, pop.
How long afterwards? Like, how long was the pause?
Like I just did. It literally went pop, 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 pop.
Oh, okay.
So very possible that he went over and tried to get that shit from her and it ended up going off 2 more times. Very possible. It sounded like a struggle. It wasn't straight. It wasn't 5 straight shots at all.
Yeah, this whole case just kind of looked to me like shit's over. like what are we still talking? All right, so the judge is ready to wrap this bitch up.
Yes.
The possibility Tory could take the stand. This Justin nigga, he ain't coming back from Qatar. Okay. They're not gonna find Jaquan either.
They're not.
Those 2 people, Kylie not coming in, Corey not coming in. None of those people are coming.
What the hell happened with Corey? Sean?
Well, I mean, he was coming in to testify on behalf of the defense. Like, I'm pretty sure he was probably just on standby. If
EJ did a beautiful job though, illustrating. He's very genuine, and so I'm fine with Corey not getting up there if that's the case because EJ did a really good job, and I felt like he was being honest.
Yeah. So I think he did the. I think after seeing what EJ did, they realized we don't need probably don't violate them because you also don't want to put too much shit into the pot.
Right.
Where like they're just so bogged down with information they can't really make out like the main things that needed to be said. Yo, super drunk. This one's passed out. There was some issues there already. Tory gets there, they're lit already, basically, and they didn't want to leave it out, Tory.
I mean, let's talk about it. I don't give a fuck what that man said. If people want to run with Sean Kelly saying that Tory had the gun, cool. If they want to go with him saying Kelsey had the first, cool. At the end of the day, that ain't what the fuck Megan said happened. Megan said that no sooner than she got out that car did he come to that passenger side, get on the stepboard, and shoot over the thing, and he saw her. That is not what happened. That's not what that man said. And that's what this case is about. So if we're talking about facts and evidence. They ain't had no damn evidence. And the fact of the matter is she lied. So shit, reasonable doubt, throw it out. That's what I say.
Hey, listen, again, I'm not in court, but if I'm listening to this whole thing, and again, it's about reasonable doubt, as you said. I still I would feel uncomfortable voting guilty, knowing that they have created enough wiggle room, ifs and ands, and even even if I thought, man, I think that nigga did do it, right? But just as a jury who's going to be instructed what is needed for the letter of the law to convict, and what technically this means, right? What every charge means, it would be damn near criminal, or some type of play got called if a jury's gonna if 12 people unanimously is gonna say Tory did it.
That would be psychotic to me.
I'm interested in this. I think tomorrow's gonna be probably one of the biggest days. Number one, I think the prosecutor's gonna try to do some bullshit. This desperation is finest. Second of all, I'm wondering how smooth, because usually with jury instructions, sometimes the obviously the judge's gonna say what the judge says, but sometimes the prosecutor and the defense sometimes have a sidebar about said instructions, depending on certain other shit. I'm wondering how that's gonna happen, and I'm wondering if, to be honest, a day is enough for closing statements. The prosecution closing statements got to explain why everything they said in their opening statement was not proved, right?
Exactly.
Was every witness brought was pretty much facing a case of amnesia, and everybody was pretty much unreliable. So I'm wondering what the fuck is their case gonna. I think they might come out with some shocking shit though. They might just be like, "Hey, listen, we believe that Tory shot her, and this has been compromised." Well, actually, they can't say that. The judge ain't gonna let them say that. Right. Yeah, they can't say the process is compromised. But that's kind of what they're trying to get to. That's what they're trying to charge with bribery and all that shit.
Yeah, them last minute 2 charges that got denied. Oh, poor Tink Tink.
Yeah. It's actually also it's surprising that they've called up so many fucking witnesses twice. You know what I mean? They're bringing niggas back.
That look like some desperation to me. Why you keep calling these niggas back up here?
Yeah, no, I agree. I looked at Tory. There's a video of Tory leaving court. He looked happy. He looked like he's in good spirits. It looked like this is kind of going the way he hoped it would go. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Even in me thinking how Tory could win this trial, I didn't see it going like this for him, which is I just think is very good. A lot of people keep mistaking the goals of both sides. Is the reason why you're the defense team. It's not for Tory to prove beyond a reasonable doubt like it definitely ain't him. Right. Or it's not for Tory to solve the case, period. Right. As long as you just throw a little bit of there, you know what I mean? As long as the juror could say, well, man, I don't know.
Right. I
don't really know. You get what I mean? So here's the thing. And it's important that I also bring up the charges. So first, I think is aggravated assault, which is him shooting her. The second is possession of the weapon, right? And third is discharging the weapon. So those are the 3 charges that he.
Yeah. 3 felonies in California. What's that? That look like life. 3 strikes.
Yeah. So here's the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who has actually said that Tory had the gun. Only Meg.
Only Meg.
Only Meg. Sean Kelly, the witness, says he ain't seen no gun. He's just seen muzzle flashes. Even though he did say he saw Tory shoot, he said he never saw no gun. So, I mean, just by definition,
right?
How could you say he had possessed? Who knows if it was a gun, right? Again, no one actually saying it. DNA's not killing him.
Right.
It proves neither way, right? I think DNA is enough reasonable doubt.
Me too.
It's reasonable doubt, and as long as you don't have anybody